everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another third-party Transformers video review. And this time I have Warbotron WB01-C Sly Strike. And as you may know, this is their version of Swindle. Once again, like all the other Warbotron boxes, at least in the set A, it does have the sleeve, or the little box sleeve around it. So you see here we have Sly Strike right here in his robot mode, along with, you can see kind of right here, Warbotron, or the full version of Warbotron in his combined mode. And then you come to this side, you can see the Warbotron logo, and then on this side, see his name and rank right there. And then if you look on the back, then there's that art again, that if you take all 5 boxes and stack them on top of each other, then you'll have a full picture of Warbotron in his comic design kind of thing. Because I think that this is, I don't know if this picture is taken directly from the comic, I don't remember. But so, like I said, this has the sleeve, so you take this and just slide the box out, and here you have the full colored box underneath there. So you see the full colored drawing of Sly Strike right here with his name, and then the figure underneath the window. When you come here, there's nothing really here. And then you come here, and once again you have these pictures of him in both his vehicle and robot mode. And then on this side right here, you have his rank, which he's sergeant, so he has a little bit more rank on him. And then his numbers and such and stuff, and nothing, and then just warning labels. So alright, so let's get this guy open and check him out. I'm back, and I have Sly Strike in his alternate mode, which instead of a Jeep, it's more of a kind of a Hummer, armored vehicle kind of thing. I actually think it looks pretty good. The only thing I'd really say that, you know, could use some improvement is maybe the color of the glass on here. I don't really know, because you know you can't put clear glass in there, or you can't put clear plastic in there, because you're going to see the parts in there from the robot. So I guess that's the best color that they could think of. I don't really know. That's the only real nitpick that I can see with this mode right here, other than his feet being right here. That's another thing that I kind of noticed, but usually you're going to put the guns on there, and that's where they store, so you're not going to see that a lot. But I do have to you know, show off all this paint and stuff, and it's really nice. The gray headlights and stuff, you can move this up and down, mainly for transformation. And then on the back you got the tail lights that are all painted and such, and you even have, like right here, you have a shock that's painted up in here. So it's nice little details on here that I really enjoy. This is just the underside of it. You can see some of the legs and such, and back side of the head and stuff. So along with the figure, inside the box, it comes with this larger gun and then a smaller gun. And then it comes with his little stat card. See, there you go. And so figure out by this that there's at least 6 stars. So his intelligence is a 6. He's pretty smart. So. And then we have the instructions, which are it's just an instruction sheet. There's no comic book this time, so just a sheet of instructions. So getting back to the weapons can actually be stored on the vehicle in this mode. So as I was saying, you know, you can see it here, but if you put the weapons on, you're not really going to notice it. So you see that I push the handle in right here, and this has a little peg post right there, so you can just tab it on there, and then just tab that on there, and there he is in his vehicle mode, armed vehicle mode. So his rolling is actually pretty good. I wanted to make sure I pointed that out because some figures, they don't roll very well. But he does pretty good. So all 4 wheels are touching the ground at one time, so it's not lopsided or anything. These tires are a little loose, but it's mainly that they didn't put the rivets in real tight, which I'm okay with that, so that doesn't really bother me. Alright, so I guess nothing less but to get down to the transformation. So go ahead and pull these weapons out. That'll be one of the first things that we do. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come to this portion right here, and this is going to become the backpack. So first of all, what we want to do is we want to untab the door portion right here, and then this portion right here. There's a tab that goes in right here, and then a tab that goes in here, and then this kind of sandwiches into here. So you undo this, and this undid. You can see the hole, and then the little tab right there, and there's another little piece that goes into here, and it's kind of like a little slot. Let's see if I can get this out. Alright, so that goes into there, and this thing right here kind of scares me on this guy. There's this piece, and then there's another piece that I'll show you in just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so we have that. And once we have that, then we're going to work on the legs. So I'm going to come down here, and you'll bend it down like this, and then rotate it out. Like that. And then the next part that kind of scares me, which is this tab right here. It's real small, and it's got a little bit of stress on it, but now that I've transformed him a few times, it doesn't stick in very well. So the first few times it stuck in really well, and now it doesn't do it as doesn't stick as well as it used to. So there's a couple panels that we need to flip down. We need to flip down this panel, just like on Heavy Noisy. So flip these panels down right here, and then we want to flip the feet down, and then flip this portion out right here, and this becomes a heel. And we'll do that on this foot also. So flip that down and flip that out. So those are your feet now. So once we have our feet, then we want to come here to where the arms are. You'll see that the arms are in here. So what you want to do is you want to flip, untab this right here, and it'll go down this away. And then you'll take these pieces, and you see this, there's a notch right there. So let me lift this up a little bit so it'll be in the center of the frame. So we've moved the wheels by unnotching them, moving them down to here, and now we're going to take and move this up. So this will go into this hole right here, and that'll just pop in like that. And then you can do this with the other side too. So take that and notch that in, and then you want to get these arms straight, and then we'll flip them forward. And then what we want to do is we want to start rotating this down, and then it'll actually lock into place. See, look at that. This piece. So we're going to come back here. This folds into here, and then this folds up like this. So that, and then like that, and then it goes under here. And you can also, if you want to, you can take, and if you see underneath here, you'll see how there's those screws with the slider, and you can slide those in. I mainly don't do that now because one of them actually kind of cracked, so it not enough to fully break it, but it cracked, so it just means that I need to take a little bit more care of it. So I will not be doing that anymore. This part right here flips back like this. Alright, and then we're going to take the head and flip the head up, and then take the fists, and there's a panel right here on the forearm, so that you just flip that open, flip out the hand, and close it back. And you see this little bridge right here? It clips, that's what that pegs into. And there's another one on the other side, so you have to make sure that the hand is just right, because if you have it a little too far, it won't peg in. If you don't have it far enough, then it won't peg in. So you have to have it just right there. And personally, I like him transformed like this. I like this portion on the front, but his official transformation actually has you untab this. Oops, it's not where I wanted to untab it. It actually untabs right here. You untab that, and then you take it and you can kind of move this to kind of give them a little bit extra room. You take that, and then you just kind of put it like that onto his back. It makes a little bit more of a backpack, but he already has a backpack, so it doesn't really add anything extra to him. So didn't notice that before. I just noticed something. Making sure these legs are exactly the same, because he looks like a little wobbly. Alright, so I'm just leaving him like this. Move the camera down a little bit. So now he has basically has two weapons. So you have a couple of options on here. You have these screw holes right here where you can actually take and tab in these weapons a little bit. No, not really. I saw a picture where somebody did it, so I guess not. I guess that's not true. Oh well. Can even tab them onto there, and that looks like a hole that's large enough. So alright, so for his weapons, you just open up the hands. Pray that you don't break thumbs. Oh, gosh. So there's Sly Strike fully armed up with his two guns. Alright, so now for our articulation. So take this and oh gosh, okay. So first of all, we're going to start up at the head. So head is on a ball joint, so you can go up and down, left and right. He does have light piping on there. Actually really nice light piping. Look at. And then right here is his shoulder joint, so you can go back, you can go forward, you can go all the way around if his wheel's out of the way. Then you come here, and that's an outward movement, and then right underneath there is a cut for the twist. Then the elbow joint. Oh wow. It looks like it was created so that it would go 90 degrees, but it doesn't quite fit in there correctly. I wonder if it was made incorrectly, or if it was put together incorrectly. I don't know. That looks more like it should be that way, but well, you can always do this and kind of flip that around like that to get a 90 degrees, but I think it's supposed to be the other direction. That's weird. Okay, well, that's one fix. Then you come down here to the hands, and you have the twist, and you have the 5 or the 4 finger bend at the top knuckle. Then you come down here to the waist, and you can twist the waist. You have a couple of joints in here, so you have forward and back. That's a little hindered because of this. It looks like it's a little hindered because of his leg also. Then you have outwards, then you have the twist, then you have the knee. And you can get the knee all the way up just because of transformation. So that's not really hindered any. And then for the foot, so you come down here to the foot, it's on the ball joint, so you can twist it this way. You can twist it a little bit the other way, but not really. It's really hindered. Then you can bend the toe up and down. You can do stuff with this heel piece. Other than the couple of things that I've pointed out, this figure is pretty solid. I like his face sculpt. Let me show that up for you real quick, because he looks kind of devious and stuff with his little sly smirk kind of thing. It's not light piping is bright in this light, so and then with him in his robot form, you can see all the extra paint apps that are on here with all these added things like the silver and such, and these things and the blue going on here. It is really kind of a shame that they weren't able to do anything else with this right here, and he has a little bit of backpack, but that's almost always an issue with these kind of Transformers. Most of the time there's always some kind of backpack on him, so that doesn't really bother me a whole bunch. The only thing in this mode that really bothers me, I was just messing with it, are these wheels right here. I wish they would have been able to do something else with them instead of just having them right here and like this. So I guess that's my main gripe with this guy. So other than those things, like I said before, it's a really solid figure. The plastic quality seems fine to me. Just that one piece right there with the sliding of the backpack and stuff, that it cracked. The only other thing on here, and it's kind of a minor nitpick, is that this piece right here, I don't know exactly what's causing it to catch, but I think it has to do with this and maybe something in there. I have no idea what it is that's catching on it. But there's something that's catching on it, and it's not allowing it to go all the way in where it should go in like that and stay. It's actually popping back out and going like that. So that's I guess the last thing about this guy that I noticed, and that may not happen on everybody's figure, so it may just be a isolated case with mine. So with that'll pretty much do it for Warbotron's Sly Strike. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, please click on that like. It helps me a lot. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambio, and I'll see you guys next time.